Hi Pisces, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I'm just cleansing the space here. We're getting ready to do your March equinox reading. Number 12 sign, how was it? How was your birthday? The end of the year, you brought in a beautiful closing. Now we're in the equinox energy, Aries new beginnings. Lots of changes taking place in ourselves as well as throughout the world. This is going to be a 6-month reading from equinox to equinox. It doesn't matter spring or fall. This is the overall energy each of the signs may be working with. Now, I'm using some additional decks, things you've never seen before. This is because this is not a regular tarot reading. I'm pulling energies from the universe, healing energies from the white light oracles. We're talking about sacred paths, animal messages. I will do themes, overall themes for the tarot, but the tarot that I'm using are the dreams of Gaia with additional cards and suite, like 12 cards per suite, additional, right? Instead of 10, we have 11 and 12, okay? Love and money themes, and again, a healing at the end. So the readings have been running 35 to 45 minutes. You're going to want to stay till the end. Also, you can save this reading and potentially refer to it as I do monthlies, your love, your money, your new moon and full moon readings. Also, specialty readings. Again, the solstice, I will do another one of these, which is also solstice to solstice. And any special moons like eclipses and things of that sort, because that's also where there's some major changes. So let us see with this beautiful Sacred Path tarot deck where your changes are going to be. Shaman's death and rebirth for our Pisces. What did I just say about the last sign of the zodiac? And here we are in the new beginning. Wow, Pisces. Okay, you're the only person to draw, only sign to draw that card. Now, remember, this is general energy still because it is a collective reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So if it doesn't resonate, check with your other placements. And again, it may not be right now because it's not specific to the minutiae day-to-day energy or a week or a month. This is the span of 6 months. So I recommend that you go through and check them out every couple weeks or once a month. Excuse me. Thought I was going to have a cough. Once a month or as you're called to it. You know, as the monthlies come out, you might want to double check and see how that energy is speaking to you at that time. So let's see what we have. Besides the Shaman's death and rebirth, that's a beautiful card. We pulled 2. Because not everybody's on the same life paths, and most times they do go together, but sometimes they're 2 separate energies. So let's see what we have. That shaman wanted to pop out very quickly. Oh my gosh, that's too many. But what we do have, the one that didn't drop, that turned over, is talking stick. So, viewpoints and options. Now, with these, there's teachings and there's applications. I will read the applications to you so that you understand what this path means, but I will not go into the teaching. It's far too long. That's a separate, in and of itself, like maybe a live class where we can talk back and forth and you can ask questions and I can maybe read the cards one by one. Okay, so here we go. This is our animal spirit messages, medicine that we may have. This might be your power animal. It might be a totem animal for you if you've done that. In any case, these are the animals who are here to help you in the 6-month time period. This is written by the same author, The Sacred Path, as well as the animal medicine cards. We have Raccoon, our generous protector. Our little raccoon there, number 46. And we have Porcupine. So cute, the little porcupine. Okay, so number 12. All right, let me pull out. Here we go with our Sacred Path, our medicine cards. Very quickly, I will read to you what the Shaman's death means and the application as it applies to your life. The application: in choosing the Shaman's death card, you're being put on notice that a death cycle or an ending is in progress. Before the rebirth can occur, the habit, attitude, relationship, or part of self that is dying must be allowed to must be looked at. Assist the process by consciously allowing the old to be removed, let go, and make way for that new cycle. So this is recognizing parts of self, your environment, whatever might be in and around you that you need to let go of. It's 14 or 41, but it could be a 13, which would be Scorpio's card of death. But in this case, with the Shaman's death, this is more personal. These are things from yourself that just do not apply anymore. Maybe you learned, maybe on your birthday, happy birthday, by the way, I hope it was amazing, that you are like, I just don't like this anymore. I want to make this change. And here you begin that process with the Shaman's death. Great. All right, talking stick. Here we are. Talking stick. The talking stick reminds us of the validity of other viewpoints and teaches us how to listen and apply what we hear. We're being reminded not to interrupt others who are imparting wisdom. We are taught through listening that life has millions of options and answers to any dilemma. If the talking stick has appeared in your spread, you are probably not allowing yourself any options in your present situation, or you have become stuck on one idea. Open up and listen to the opportunities that the talking stick says are coming your way. Remember, all life signals and or options are available to those who hear it. You have been given an opportunity to grow through an alternate route. Use this gift now. So messages are around you. And this could be hearing things from your higher self that you've decided, you know what? I don't want to be this way anymore. I want to change this. Somebody said something to me. It really rocked my world. I never looked at it that way before, so on and so forth. Now, the porcupine is absolutely adorable. I just, love porcupines. Here you go. You know what this represents? Innocence. And again, I will not read to you the entire teaching of this, but I will say the South medicine wheel is the place of childlike innocence and humility. So this represents the South on the medicine wheel, on the 4 directions, if anyone is familiar with that. Okay. In choosing the porcupine card, you've given yourself a gentle reminder not to get caught up in the chaos of adult world where fear, greed, and suffering are commonplace. The medicine in this card is that of relief from the seriousness and severity. Open your heart to those things that gave you joy as a child. Remember the preciousness of fantasy and imagination, of making the game or toy from nothing but scraps. Honor the playfulness of the spirit that lets everybody win. And this could be some of the things that you're choosing to let go. The severity of being an adult and additional work. Maybe your work-life balance is not what it should be. Whatever that might be, but porcupine calls in innocence. It could also be with the talking stick to be listening to your children or listening to those who are younger than you. They may have something to share, and you may not have honored their wisdom because you think they're younger and they have nothing to share, but many times they do. The raccoon is the generous protector. I just love this. And what is that about? This is one of the only species that allows the lookout, who is, giving them the warning for when somebody's coming as they're doing their trash bandit stuff. They feed them first for protecting them while they search for food, which I find is just extraordinary. Most animals and people will be like, oh, that's mine, it's mine, I'm eating it now, right? The survival instinct kicks in. But with the raccoon, they share in the clan, they bring it to those who protected them so they could gather that food for all, which I find just amazing. And that is the story in here. Again, if you want to look that up, it's just beautiful. If Raccoon wandered into your cards today, the little bandit may be telling you to look around and see who needs your strength. Speak up in defense of another instead of remaining silent when others are gossiping. Maybe it's time to share the bounty of your time, energy, or possessions with the less fortunate. But remember to help those in need develop their own protector and provider skills. In all cases, Raccoon asks that you honor yourself and others equally. Provide for your own needs, or your well will be dry when you choose to give generously. Chiefs earn their eagle feathers when they promote every human's right to self-dignity. Acting in this manner brings the same honor to yourself and to your family. Now, this could be something you're teaching your children here with the innocence and the porcupine. This can also be in listening and helping those with their different viewpoints, right? And sharing your knowledge and allowing them to speak, right? Giving your time and energy. So, interesting. And perhaps that is the death and rebirth for you, that you're looking to become more of a counselor, advisor. We'll see what comes out in the tarot. Let's pull your love energy for the 6 months. See what's happening around you. The romance angels, what do they want to tell you? Thank you. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Now, this could be a past love if you're single. It can even be a past love if you're married, but it might be somebody you had a really great friendship with. It can also be family. You know, although this is in romance, this can apply in many general ways. I thought there it goes. I felt there was one. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So one or the other of you, this could be calling in the death, that you've made this decision that you are not in a space of really loving the person you're with, or realize that you're not as loved as you should be. Now again, this isn't going to apply to everybody, so take it as it resonates. Let's get the money and career, what that energy is for the next 6 months. These have all been shuffled and cleared previously, but I always like to give them another shuffle before I pull. Sometimes more. Depends on if I get the whisper in my ear. Shuffle again, shuffle again. Thank you. Planner. Pay attention to detail and create a plan to grow your business or personal finances. Careers and event planning, project management, or professional organizer could be for you. This is a great time to take a financial inventory and see what needs changing. Planner. Aquarius, please. Excuse me, Pisces, please. Pisces. Thank you. Oh, wow. It's a few, but we're going to take them. Beauty. Embrace your unique style and own it. Let the world see who you really are. Consider careers doing hair, jewelry, clothing, or any job that encourages beauty. Your inner world must match your outer world for things to change. So, again, death and rebirth. If you don't change your inner world, your outer world will not change. Whether that is... You know, this is why sometimes people just go and change their hair, cut their hair, dye their hair, decide to get a different kind of clothing than they ever have had before. Many times it's to just put a new set of pillows on the couch just to make things feel fresh and new. Life purpose. You have new ideas and inspirations that will guide you to your divine calling. What is meant for you will not leave you as long as you continue to push forward. Ask for what you need and things will align for you to carry out your vision. How great is that? Life purpose. That will relate for some of you. Easy does it. Slow and steady wins the race. This is not a good time to rush. Pay attention to every detail. Careful not to get involved in any get-rich-quick schemes. That can apply to some of you. And embrace the wisdom of the unknown. I love that. Embrace the wisdom of the unknown. So many messages here with the money and career. Now we'll pull an overall energy with the White Witch Tarot. This is all major arcana only. It's going to be our overall theme for the energies you'll be looking at in the next 6 months, or you might be looking at. So we're going to pull that and see what this says, and then we'll do the Dreams of Gaia Tarot. And if necessary, I will pull a traditional tarot for clarification. I want to say for those... Oh, thank you, Spirit. There's two. I want to say for those who aren't used to these kind of readings, it's almost if you watch any spirit readings, like spirit messages or oracle messages, it's more in that line, right? So, the High Priestess, look at you tapping into that inner knowledge, that higher mind. Also, you might be tapping into this energy if you're looking at making those changes in your life, right? The High Priestess, and we have the Star. So look at that, beautiful wishes coming true there. Lots of abundance. Okay, let's see what we're getting in the tarot. The Star shining a light upon you, being granted a grace. So many different meanings. So as I scoot down here, because I needed this long desk to be able to put all the cards out, I will pull 4. I'm pulling 8 cards. Technically, it would be a 9-card read, but I'm pulling 8 cards, which will represent your energy, challenge, advice from Spirit, and potential outcome. Okay? Wow. All right, here we go. King of Fire. This is your energy. 10 of Fire, which would be the 10 of Wands. That is the challenge. Now these are fire, not wands, so I will explain and read like the bullets as I did with the applications. I'll read the particular definitions for any of the cards that you may not be familiar with. The Youth, that's an adventure that you're going on there. This is after the new beginning as you're moving forward and taking risks. Advice from Spirit. And the Counselor, here's the High Priestess energy. This is that intuitive, empathetic person that would give advice to the royal or ruling families, you know, the one that whispers in the ear that they would go to. Moon energy at the top, as you see. Spiritual. Could be a counselor or somebody that you're looking to chat with, and especially if you have issues around that reconciliation or unrequited love. Talking stick, remember different points of view. That can be with the Counselor. All right, the 6. Wow, there is so much of this coming out. The 6 of Fire. Now, normally the 6 of Wands is victory, right? In this, the 6 of Wands is reconciliation, as you have it here. It is compromise. As you notice, the shadow and the light, they're putting their swords down in front of the Hierophant, the Pope, or ruler, in an effort to agree. Talking stick, viewpoints, options, understanding there's more ways to look at things, right? This is your energy. And if you have any fire element placements, I would sincerely suggest that you go check that. Your first energies are of 6 of Fire and the King of Fire. Ooh, very strong fire energy. Challenge being 10 of Fire and the 6 of Cups, of 6 of Water here, which is a beautiful energy. Look at that. And I will share again quick bullets on what those are. It is not what you normally would assume with the 6 of Cups. Melancholy, wishing for something from the past, which it can represent for you with this reconciliation from the past. Again, it's your intuition. I am only downloading what I am hearing or seeing in this as I scry in the fire. However, it's always important for you to use this from your own point of view. Right? Okay, please, Spirit. Advice from Spirit for our beautiful Pisces. Our little dreamy Pisceans. You've got your own water element showing up here. Spirit's taking his time. As I said, that's self. And oh my gosh, more fire. This is, conflict right here with the Five of Wands. This youth and overcoming that, and then returning to self. That's a beautiful card. Remember, you have the death and rebirth. And this might be that inner conflict of what it is that you're looking to let go of. Also, if you have other people in your environment that you're battling with in some way, shape, or form, with this talking stick and learning new points. Now, the youth is here. Remember, porcupine, innocence, playfulness. See how these cards are representing themselves over and over again. And then self, coming to your rebirth. Who are you now? Wow. Okay. We have integrity as the bottom of the deck. I looked at that, so I'm going to make sure I just put that there. Alrighty, let's dive in. So, just a quick, so you understand, King of Fire, of course, is the King of Fire. There's no doubt about that. This is Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. This is the energy you have coming in. You are, what's the word I want to say for Pisces? You are full of motivation and inspiration. Thank you. Yeah. But I'll give you a few of these words. Because you have so many, I want you to understand the difference from what they are in a traditional. So, in the King of Fire, as it would be, proactive, dauntless, inspirational, vital, powerful, passionate, charismatic, involved. Ground and focus your passion. Be more than an ideas person. Remain involved from start to finish. Every leader is part of a team. Okay? This is what I wanted to read to you with this talking stick. Every leader is part of a team, whether it's your friends, your family, your work, your community. It is not everybody doing one thing, right? And they're all working in their own little universe world. You're part of a team, and others have viewpoints. It's important to pay attention to those. This is what you're called to. A true leader allows everyone to shine and have their voice that they contribute to, that they need to be great, right? Six of Fire. Healing, mediation, negotiation, arbitration, truce, boundaries, diplomacy. Resolution is needed. Let go of bias. Be open-minded. Two sides to every disagreement. This is your talking stick, as I said before. This is the energy that Spirit's really honing in on for you. That's why I wanted to share this with you. Now, Ten of Fire. Doing. This is the challenge for you, right? Doing. Self-mastery. Mastery, evolution, enlightenment, light work, light being, discipline, master of both craft and self. Here's your self here. This is just incredible with this Ten of Fire representing mastery. Now, normally the Ten of Wands is like, oh my gosh, it's done, it's over, new beginning, we're starting. It's a creative process, right? That you're letting go of all of that that no longer serves you when you're starting again. But here, this is a deeper meaning of it. Order, structure, simplicity. Take control of your life and yourself. Be disciplined and dedicated. Stop making excuses and act. This is the challenge because you're burning with all this energy and needing to bring things into a resolution. But if you do not act upon it, and come to some alignment in your own world, it's not going to succeed for you, or it's going to be extremely challenging. Here, the Six of Cards, it's causing you to be kind, concerned, have compassion, understanding, forgiveness, and love. Right? So you see how this is tempering all of this action that you have, and this is the challenge. Finding your compassion, finding your action-based, getting back to doing, not dictating. being part of the team, listening. The advice from Spirit, again, with these Five of Wands. Every time I see this card, it just, or the Five of Fire, it really, it's very passionate, right? So here you have rivalry, competition, aggression, bullying, conflict, discord, chaos, obstacles. This is a time of chaos or conflict or confrontation, battle for control or dominance, a desire for power, influence, or wealth. Do not judge or condemn others. You know, with this talking stick and the viewpoints and the challenge here, for you to come into alignment, to negotiate, to be willing to compromise. A Spirit is just acknowledging that this is the energy that you may have been in, and this can be in your own energy. It doesn't necessarily mean to be with someone else. It can be with you. I mean, just the look of the card, you can tell that this is the battle of the Titans here. Is that you with the light and the shadow? Is this you with your inner child, with the youth here? Is this you looking to start new and fresh and move forward? Like, what is it that you need to give up here? This is this advice from Spirit in multiple ways. All right, and again, I'll give you these really quickly because this is a powerful reading in yourself. And here what they want you to do is to go seek adventure, new horizons, excitement, independence, freedom, rebellion, impulsiveness, loyalty, and compromise. Here you are again, compromise. Quest for adventure, live in the moment, right? You know, the greater the risk, the greater the reward. But communication and compromise are essential as you grow and as you learn. You have loyal friends around you with the dog being represented there. Counselor, as I said, this is that coming to self, seeking someone who is emotionally mature, nurturing, comforting, can console, can help you see things from a different point of view, tap you back into your inner heart, I want to say. Right? You're in such battle energy that this challenge to be kind and compassionate may come from a counselor, or you may turn into this. This might be seeking someone who can help you guys, or help you, if it's an internal struggle, come to that space of unity for yourself. Self, I don't need to explain this card. I don't need to read it. You understand what this is. This is coming to wholeness. This is your death and rebirth. The shaman's death and coming back to self. Pisces, wow, we've got a lot going on here. And there is a way with the High Priestess of tapping into that higher knowledge, to know what needs to be resolved. The star is wanting to shine upon you and gift you with this grace. If you notice the youth's wand or his staff, he holds a star and the staff as he moves forward. He's being guided, right? Guided by these stars with this new path, this new beginning. The sun is beginning to rise, right? It's beautiful. It's just so prophetic in many ways. Okay. I'm going to pull the White Light Oracles for you. It's a lot to process with this reading. Let's see what our healing is, if there is one, for a frequency, another goddess, God, angel, spirit animal, whatever wants to show themselves. This is this is the spirit wolf. This is a white light energy with the star, and also with the death and rebirth. This will be more in the healing. This is the healing energy that is present in your life in the next 6 months that you can tap into to assist you as you go through this process. Thank you, White Light Oracles. This is also by Alana Fairchild, if I didn't say. Thank you, Wolf. Thank you, God, Goddess, and all that is. Thank you to our beautiful oracles that are sharing their white light energy with us during this March equinox for our Pisces. Okay, thank you. Yeah, there's 3. Lasya of Parvati. And I will read what their energy is. Sacrament of the Extreme Unction. Not your everyday angel and ancestor card, is it? An Oracle of Chaldea. This is a very healing card. Okay, so let us begin. We have beautiful energies here. We'll start with Lasya. If there is an incantation, a prayer, anything that is specific, I will put it in the description box for you. If I don't, forget it, or it just, sometimes when you write things out and then you put all the other disclaimers in there, it goes bye. So just send me a comment and I will go ahead and add it in. Okay? All right, so let us begin. Sorry, I just realized that my phone had not been muted, so I wanted to make sure I muted it. There is a gentler way to proceed and obtain the same or even greater effects. Tame the wild and frenzy workings of the mind by grounding yourself with beauty, pleasure, and grace. Violence and its negative effects shall be overcome and healed through feminine gentleness and inner spiritual strength. This oracle is a sign of a great future happiness. Okay. With all of this fire energy, with this conflict and violence here, the compromise that's required, but you're in this very powerful king of fire energy, this death that needs to take place, these viewpoints that need to be should be integrated into your body, returning to this soft protector energy as well as this childlike innocence so that you can return to self. Here is another card referring to this turmoil that is within, or that you might be facing in the next 6 months in some way, shape, or form. The oracles are here offering you this healing, and I'll see if she has a healing. Most of it is through meditation, and there is an invocation that you can repeat while you're in meditation. This is for the spiritual benefit of all beings. I call upon the Divine Mother Parvati for her blessing of spiritual grace, happiness, wisdom, and healing. May I recognize and embrace the gentle path for effective healing and loving self-transformation. May the triple blessing of Tridevi grace my soul for the ultimate benefit to all souls. So be it. Here. Beautiful healing there. Here we are with the sacrament of the extreme unction. Your heart knows how to let go and find peace. It is time for you to experience spiritual closure. A beautiful new reality is opening up for you. Death and rebirth. Entering it requires for you to release your attachment to the past. You have been inwardly preparing for a powerful rebirth. Again, shaman's death. Now is the time to trust what is meant for you and move forward toward it with an open, trusting heart and peaceful mind. Such inner work that you're doing here with the high priestess and the shaman, the star, all of this fire energy that you're transmuting. My goodness gracious. All right, let's look and see if there is any invocation. Again, this is just working with light energy, heart energy. See that soft pink glow? That's also sacral. Beautiful. And we'll go to the Oracle of Chaldea. There isn't a particular prayer. It's just working in your heart space and allowing. Oracle of Chaldea. Continue on your healing journey. with enthusiasm, but without forcing things to happen more quickly than feels natural. Sometimes the body will be ready to let go whilst the mind is still holding on. At other times, the mind may need to be patient as the body processes an experience. Trust in your own timing and rhythm. There's no need to be impatient or to judge yourself. You are summoning the spiritual fortitude to tackle an issue which has previously held you back. When the time is right, the healing shall happen more easily than if you tried to push forward prematurely. Things are going to work out. Be positive. So this is causing you, this is your challenge to be in this kind, softer energy, to allow these healings to take place, because you are burning, you are fire, you are looking to just, flame through this baby. All right, let's see if there is anything here. No, again, this is consciously breathing, flowing in and out, and bringing awareness to dwell in the soft, inviting light of healing. And you might call in these oracles. Again, the Oracle of Chaldea, the Sacrament of Extreme Unction is allowing the spiritual cleansing to take place. Lasya of Parvati is the only invocation that I'll keep in the description box for you, so you can use that. Okay, Pisces, let me look and see what we have here as far as potential numerology. Remember, the numbers can mean something to you. You might want to go look them up and see what the angel meanings are, spiritual meanings. If you see them show up in your day, in the next 6 months, if a number keeps repeating, you may want to come back and check on it. As the horn blew with the train, there's a sign there. Okay, let us look at these numbers. We are already working with 6 and 6 and 5 and 5. Wow, I swear I turned that off. I keep going to mute the phone, and I guess I turned it back on. My apologies. Okay. 5 and 5. And that's like a whistle and the ring. So this is definitely telling you these numbers may show up. 6 and 6 and 5 and 5. And 5. So 5, 5, 5. 5. 4 5s. There's change afoot for sure. And then 6 and 6. 6 with the talking stick. So 6, 6, 6. And I apologize. It is 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. 5 5s. So look up the number 5. Look up 55, 555, repeating 5s, so you can understand what change is coming. Okay? That again relates to the death and the rebirth. Now we also have 6, 6, and 6. So 3 6s. We have 12 and 12, and then also 3, 3, and 3, and 10 and 10, and 10. 10, 10, 10, or repeating ones. It's a very beautiful reading, and it is amazing with the spiritual support that you have going through this shaman's death. A shaman's death isn't like a cycle that ends with the Scorpio card with, okay, so this is an ending and a new beginning. The shaman's death, as you read, is a physical death of a part of yourself that needs to be released. This is dark night of the soul, ending it and returning to light and allowing your new spiritual growth. I honor the spiritual warrior within you as you go through this shaman's death. It isn't like, okay, I'm physically going to die, but you know what I mean as far as you go through that process where there's been so many things that have happened. You've had to process. You might have changes in your life, changes with children, changes with work that have brought you to your knees, that you thought you had everything under control, that life was going as you expected it to go. And then here you are now needing to move forward in a different way, finding who your new self is. Spiritually returning to your next best self. You know, there's the path, and I'm seeing the path where you're shedding who you are now and moving into this lighter, playful, nurturing self. Like you've been conflicted and you've been through this process for a long time, and it's time for you to start that new adventure in this loving energy that's being provided from you by the universe, the unknown, the stars. They're guiding you. Your inner child, right? You have this little triangle here of youth and kindness and self, and advice from the porcupine to tap into that inner playfulness is representative of the new you that's processing and coming to fruition in this next 6 months. So yeah, I'm literally seeing like a piece of you dropping away, meaning your shadow side is dropping, and you're leaving it, and you're walking forward in a light, in a different path. So I think you've heard us say before that when we see things, it comes out in really staggered words. I do my best to speak as if I'm not in another space, but it's not easy. So I thank you, Pisces, if you've stayed all the way to the end to get these healings, and I send you love and healing blessings as you go through this process. It's a very exciting time for you, regardless of the difficulty and the pain, because you know that the light is right here, right now, shining all around you, and you're coming into that next best self. So I honor your path, and I thank you for being here. Love and light.